Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Humble Servant Homestead. Guys, today I am out here in the garden. Just coming before you guys just to let you all know that fall is approaching. Yes, it is. It will be here before we all know it. So I am here to let you all know what we are doing here on the homestead to get ready for fall. Okay, so right now on the homestead, we are actually in the process right now as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but we are in the process of sowing our seeds. Okay, so what I want to do is kind of give you all a little backdrop of some of the seeds that we are starting here on the homestead. First up, we have the cauliflower and also the Lasianada kale, which is, you know, dinosaur kale as some people may know it as out there. And also we have the bok choy. Okay, we will be doing bok choy here on the homestead. Now this right here is going to be our first growing this right here. So we'll see how it turned out and we will bring you guys along with us on that journey. We also have the red cabbage. It's not the first time growing the red cabbage. We're going to be growing some more here on the homestead. And also we have the Baker Creek cabbage. Okay, now this right here is the flat Dutch cabbage that we will be starting here again. Okay, y'all seen us harvest those flat Dutch cabbage here, and you see how they turned out. Now there is a subscriber out there that say that they want us to take them step by step on how we go about growing our cabbage, and we will be taking you guys along with us on that. Sowing seed all the way to coming out here and putting them in the ground. So stay tuned for that right there. Also, we have the broccoli. We will be doing some more broccoli here on the homestead. And this one right here is the Romanesco broccoli, guys. Now, if y'all remember, we did planted some of this here in the early spring. But what happened, simply, it got too hot. Okay, it got too hot for these seeds, for these plants to actually make head, and so we're going to give them a try one more time. Now, if they don't do nothing for us and they just get big like they did in the spring, hey, we're just gonna simply eat the leaves and well,
scratch that off the list.
Scratch it off the list. We won't grow that
we won't grow it again.
And also, of course, we will be planting carrots. Yes, carrots is definitely a go. We love carrots here on the homestead, you know, juicing, making salads and different stuff like that. And plus, it's good for your eyes, which we all need that, right? Okay, and also we also have beets. We have red beets. We will be planting some more red beets here on the homestead, guys. And also we have the snow peas. Now, these here are the peas that you can go ahead and get started in the beginning of fall. You want to make sure you get these started in the beginning of fall, because yes, they are a cool weather crop. If you plant them now while the sun is so hot outside, they may not do so good for you guys.
Now, are those direct sow?
You can direct sow them. Yes, absolutely. Okay. You can direct sow them, or you can also simply, hey, put them in pots if you want. It's all up to you. Okay. Okay. And also, guys, I think that is it for right now. But what I also want to go ahead and do to let you all know what y'all can also put in the ground right now to get a great fall harvest. Because absolutely, yes, we do want something to bring us over into the fall. Now, right now here on the homestead, there are not much space being wasted. Right. Okay, and simple reason why we want to make sure that we are getting the most out of our ground. Okay, all this amendment that we came and put on in here, why not get the best of it while the temperature and the climate is right? Okay, so right here before us, I believe I did a short little video just showing you guys how quick those purple whole peas germinated. And now look at them. What's today's date, baby?
The 22nd,
I believe.
22nd, July 22nd.
So today is July 22nd. This video will be coming to you guys today. Okay, so look at the growth on these purple whole peas right here. And absolutely, yes, we will be getting harvest pretty soon out of them. Now I do have to come back on in and go ahead and start doing my weave just to give them some support. I do have some weave down here on the bottom, but yes guys, if you have your ground worked, go ahead and start you some beans or something like that. You have enough time to go ahead and get a yield. Now another thing before I move on to the next, another thing that I want to talk about, just make sure, I know a lot of people may not pay attention to it, but definitely over the years of planting here on the homestead and you being out here till the sun go down, you pay attention to your sun and how it is moving throughout the day. Now, of course, the sun do comes up in the east and sets in the west, but sometime in the fall, or not sometime, but most of the time, or if not all the time, that sun don't directly come up from the east. It more so start coming from the south. I don't know if it's because of how the earth is turning or something like that, but pay attention to that, guys, because last year in this particular area here, we did plant brassicas and stuff down here, but I wouldn't say they didn't do so well, because we did kind of plant them a little bit late down into the fall. We did get a good harvest out of them, but we could have gotten more. But simply that sun kind of changed on us, and so a lot of the stuff down here wasn't getting as much sun as it need. And of course, as we know, your plants need sun, guys. Okay, now your brassicas and stuff like that may not need that much sun, but they do need sun to go ahead and grow and get of size and big how you want them. All right, so what we'll go ahead and do, like I said, there is no space being wasted here on the homestead. We still have peppers pushing out. Look at that. We still have peppers pushing. The older peppers, they are still pushing. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to come in once fall get here to make space for those fall stuff.
Well, hopefully we'll be done, had maybe 2-3 more harvests off of them. Yeah.
I mean,
so what you're
right
saying
here,
is, by the time these seeds that we start are ready to transplant out, about 6 to 8 weeks from now, they'll be going into these rows where the peppers are.
Absolutely. They will be going inside of this spot right here. Now remember, I will be coming in. Now that's something that I want y'all to pay attention to, guys. When you are getting ready to plant, now of course these peppers been in this area here, been eating all the nutrients. They've been taking out all the nutrients, but there are still nutrients in here. Remember, we are using organic matter to fertilize this area here, which it also helps to break back down into the soil, making your soil a whole lot more richer, and the plants love it. Okay, now what we use in here, as you all know, is the chicken manure, raw chicken manure. We bring it in, cultivate it in the dirt, and plant in it. Okay, now you want to wait at least about a week or so just to make sure that breaks down and amend with your soil, because you don't want to burn your plants. And if you apply too much, yes, you can burn your plants. Okay, but so far everything here is doing real well. And once we come back on into plant, what we're going to go ahead and do, we're not going to break these rows up. We're just going to simply go ahead, get our fork, and we're going to work the top of the rows, and we're going to come on in with our soluble fertilizer, or well, not the granule fertilizer. We'll come on in and sprinkle it on the top, aerate it in, get the hole aerated in, and be ready to plant. Okay,
so no downtime.
Well, no downtime. We can't have downtime,
right,
especially with fall coming, and it will be here before we know it. And so instead of retilling these rows here and rebuilding them, we'll just go ahead, work the top. Now that's one of the things that you have to keep in mind, and that's one of the things that I came up with that, guys, because simply coming out here all the time making these rows right here, it's work. It is work. So you have to find ways to make the workload a little bit lighter.
Because there is no tractor involved, guys.
No tractor, as y'all can see right on over there. That's my tractor. Okay, and trust me, that baby right there, that baby been with me 3 years now on the homestead, and guess what? It has not failed me as yet. it is probably about time to get the belt changed and maybe possibly do a little bit more tune-up, because that tractor has been going and I am thankful for it a lot. Yes. So come on over here. We'll talk a little bit more about what we got going on right here inside of the garden, which is something that you all can go ahead and get started inside of your garden. Of course, look at this right here. We still have more Georgia collards going. Now, if y'all can see, everything else is out of the garden. But guess what?
I mean, all the other brassicas.
All the other brassicas. But guess who is still standing?
Our
The
Georgia collards.
Now, of course, your cabbage could have been standing as well if we were to save seeds. But it was just time for them to go. We needed a row to plant other stuff, but we did leave these Georgia collards here because they are just that hardy, and so we really like them. Now, we did lose a few of them over the course of time. These are the last few that are still standing.
There's still a decent amount in the row.
A decent amount. I think we lost maybe about
two
or three plants, but we still have them standing. But right on over here, what I want to let y'all know, that y'all can go ahead and get y'all some more of these. I lost my mind.
Yellow squash.
Lost my mind, but yes, these
lost
yellow
your thought.
squash. Lost my thought. Yes, so these yellow squash right here, go ahead, you can throw some of them on down inside of the ground. Now, remember, of course, you want to make sure you check your last frost date, guys, so that way you're not planting them too late, so that way y'all can actually get a yield out of them. So now, these right here have been planted right at around,
that's right, 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks.
Since they've been planted. And we do have one
direct from seed.
Actually trying to put on flower. Okay.
Okay.
Now these ones right here was planted probably about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, about 10 days ago.
Yeah, about 10 days or so. So we just, succession planting, just so that we can have squash for quite a while. 'Cause we do like squash here on the homestead. Okay. But guys, that is it right there for now. But right over here, now don't do what I'm doing. This is just a little experiment that we are doing here on the homestead.
We like to push the buck.
Yes, so typically
what you have here?
Right at about 3 months to get going. And so I came down here the other day because, of course, the corn that we did planted here is more of a field corn. And so we have some Silver Queen corn planted here, just kind of pushing the limit to see if, hey,
we can get a harvest.
Even if we're not able to get a harvest, it could still be animal feed.
Absolutely.
Okay? We could still feed them to the animals.
So you got your Silver Queen here?
Yeah, we got us some Silver Queen planted. Now, it's not really a lesson that I'm doing here, but one of the things that you want to make sure you do, because we did have some rain came through the other day. Now, you see how this dirt is super compact around these corn right here? It is very important, guys, that y'all come on out and aerate this dirt right here. If that's going on y'all homestead, aerate this dirt so that these corn roots can get some oxygen. Okay, remember, these things, they're just like us. They have life and they have to breathe. So those roots have to breathe. So you want to make sure that you go ahead and aerate. And actually, before the sunset, I'm going to run on down here with my hoe real quick and just kind of loosen the dirt, at least on one side for right now, so they can go ahead and breathe. But guys, that is it right there. Nonetheless, I just wanted to let y'all know what is going on here on the homestead, so you all can go ahead and jump in gear and get something in the ground. Simple reason why. Hey, food preservation, okay? If you have something that you can come on out here and harvest, that is real great. All right, so nonetheless, guys, that is it right there. I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all. And I just want to say happy Preparation Day. God bless y'all. Have a good one.